how do you identify new ideas? How do you leverage, do you leverage any kind of ideation framework? And when you ideate, are you trying to ideate towards ecosystem or just more as a way to differentiate your value proposition?
Thanks, Fernando. So it's really interesting about the small business segment is, and more comparing it to consumer, right? Is business owners really understand their problems intimately. And it's because they sit with them every single day and they really stew on them. So we found, and that kind of sounds obvious, but actually just listening deeply to our customers is the most important thing to get to a clear sense of where we need to focus. What is nice is our model, we're not the first to do it. It's in the US, it's in Brazil, it's in Mexico, it's in Europe. And there are many sort of points of reference to see how these players manage to solve the same problems. So the problems are very consistent, right? But how they manage to solve those problems within that particular market context. So we're quite fortunate in that sense that we have quite a few points of reference. And I guess then really what it becomes is how quickly can we deliver on the roadmap, right? And that's where things get a bit challenging because in our space, we're not just developing products, we're also having to work on platform, right? So we do a lot of our own platform work. We don't buy platform, we build our own because we want control, we want to have the highest quality, and we also want to have the cost advantage, right? And so the platform work, and then there's also licensing and certification work. So if you look at our innovation process, it ties all of this together. It starts with where are we trying to go? What are some of the ideas we have to solve for these things strategically? And there's a whole long list of them, so that's not the problem. And then really it's, hey, do we have the platform license and capability to be able to, before we even start working on the product, do we have a ticket to the game? And this is often where if we're not careful, we can either get stuck or even run too ahead with the product. But we've become a lot more disciplined with this, and the process is actually helping us to take these steps. And then in an interesting way, like on one hand, it's a little bit waterfall from like stage to stage. But then within each stage of the process, it's very agile, right? As we're figuring things out. And it took us a while to really figure out how to balance these two kind of seemingly opposing thoughts. But that's now allowing us to make the right investment decisions and to ensure that we can get to product development and confidence along the way. So that's been very important for us.